Yeah, if you look at my room right now, just because of shooting that intro, it's a mess. So that's what my room looks like at the moment. And that's my camera, so I don't have a tripod. It's being supported by a sock on a box. But I'm sure you guys are feeling the exact same way right now. I mean, cancelled plans, sitting at home with nothing to do, missing your loved ones, and life is like literally just gone on hold. It's insane because for me, I promised myself that once I start uploading videos, I'm going to keep uploading. But right now, we can't even travel. So for that reason, this channel is probably going to take a small turn for the sake of your entertainment so that you can kill that boredom during these hard times. We'll talk about that later in the video. So right now there's over 15,000 of you that are following me. Guys, 15,000, like I don't even know how I managed to convince 15,000 of you to subscribe to my channel, but thank you so much. So I was thinking, what better time than now to do a question and answer video. So I jumped onto Instagram and I asked you guys to drop some questions, and yeah, let's just get into it. But before I forget, at the end of the video, I have a small announcement to make, so make sure to stay tuned. Let's get into the questions. All right, let's do this. The Owl Creation asks, what's your favorite place in Kenya? I would say my favorite place in Kenya would be Lamu because, oh man, the vibes there are so amazing. It's so chill and there's so much to do, like the Dao sunset tours and just watching the sunsets on Manda Island. The beaches, they're so clean. Lamu is amazing. AAY 3.14159, is that pi? What is pi? So AAY Pi, I would say, asks, do you see a difference between your past edits and your recent ones? Does it ever make you cringe? You guys have no idea. So if you like scroll back to one of my first ever videos, like sometimes I think to myself, what was I even thinking? Like my camera's all shaky and I was so bad in front of the camera. Yeah, some of the things I would say, they definitely make me cringe, but it's a learning curve, you know. You start from somewhere and you just, as you practice, you get better. So I'm not ashamed of my past edits. I just look back at them and like I feel really proud of how far I've come. Anna Baya asks, how do you deal with negativity? I think this question came from because I posted a story about a very hateful comment that was on one of my videos. But I mean, at the end of the day, I have to realize that it comes with the job. So I try to like just ignore it. At the end of the day, it's engagement on my YouTube channel, so that's what makes me happy about it. But yeah, I just try to ignore the negativity because for one negative comment, there's 50 positive comments. Den Musao asks, any travel must-have items you always carry? Also, do you prefer solo or group travel and why? Okay, for the travel must-haves, I always must have my camera, sunscreen, identification, and a swimsuit. I have those four and I'm super happy. Unless I'm going to like a really cold place, then of course must carries would be like jackets and stuff like that. The next question is, do you prefer solo or group travel and why? I prefer solo travel because when you solo travel, you get to meet new friends and like change your plans and do this and do that. Whereas when you're traveling with a group from the start, it's kind of restricted in the kind of things that you can do. And in my experience, sometimes you'll have people showing up late and then the whole trip just gets late and you don't enjoy it as much. And especially for someone like me who's a vlogger, photographer, traveler, I don't get to experience the travel that well. So yeah, I think that's why I would pick solo travel over group travel. Caesar Ben asks, which camera do you recommend for vlogging? Something long-term, budget of around 120,000 shillings. Okay, I wouldn't know about budget of 120,000 shillings because if you want something long-term, you need to spend more. And I personally use a Nikon Z6. I know of a lot of other people who use the Canon EOS R, and those range between the 200,000 and 300,000 mark. And I have to say the Nikon Z6 is freaking incredible. Sure, there are a few things that I wish I could change about it, but I love this camera a lot, and I'd highly recommend this camera. Kibara IV asks, how do you generate capital to travel, and how would you advise a beginner? So this is slightly a difficult question to answer, but I'm going to try my best. So for me, I'm a videographer and photographer before I'm a vlogger. So I do freelance photography and video for different companies, and that's how I make my money, and that is the same money that I use to travel. Then I'm a travel vlogger, so for me it's quite easy to tell a hotel or a travel agent company that I make these vlogs and this is the kind of audience I have, so maybe we can do a collaboration, and then either I'll be able to travel for free or they'll sponsor me and pay me for the photos and videos that I create for them. How I would advise someone who doesn't do video and photo, probably if you're working from 8 to 5, I would say save up money monthly, like even if it's just a little bit, and then save up your leave days if you want to do a long travel, or you could break up your leave days and travel say every 2 months, and just make sure to find that time and you'll have the money that you've saved up, and then just go and travel. Okay, Faith Mahinda asks, do you ever feel like you sometimes took the wrong path? No, not at all. I wouldn't even have it any other way. Honestly, I studied dentistry for 3 years of my life after high school, and I was like depressed every single day, and when I wanted to quit, a lot of people were telling me, no, you just have 2 years left, just finish, but it just wasn't for me, and I quit and chose this lifestyle, and it's honestly the best decision I ever made. Hina Hub asks, do you intend on providing video editing classes or photography classes? I do. I'm actually planning to work on a course over the course of this year, and I'll probably release it next year. I'm gonna do some tutorials on how I make my videos, how I take photos, and how I edit. GP Ubi asks, how do you plan out when your next trip is? So before I actually started uploading again this year, I sat down and just drew like a table, and I wrote every single place that I'm going to travel to for the rest of the year, and how I picked up the different places was based on whether it's tourist season or how the weather is going to be like, because tourist season of course is when it's most expensive, and if the weather is rainy, then of course you don't get to go out and enjoy it. So that's how I pick out where and when I want to go to different places. So Dika Uhuri asks, cheap and fast travel ideas, we're short of money. Okay, so what I would say is try to travel every weekend, and I don't like it, but it's a way that you can travel very cheaply, is group travel. And this one travel group that I know in Nairobi, they call Matembezi Travels. You can just find their Instagram here, and they travel every single weekend on Sundays. That way people who even have like the most hectic jobs can get to travel with them, and they try to keep their travel rates as affordable as possible. I'm talking 800 shillings to go to Gong Hills or something like that, so check them out. Chebzi asks, beach or mountain? I would say beach. I'm more of a tropical guy. I think I'm too unfit to climb mountains, and I don't think I'm going to climb one anytime soon. That would probably change in the future, but for now, beaches. Troje asks, what's a hidden talent that you have that not many people know about? Okay, just wait. Alright guys, say hi to... What should I name it? I've never named my guitar. Like, people name their guitars, but I have never named my guitar. Am I like weird for that? But anyways... Halifu asks, how did you start out? What idea made you start this? How did you overcome whatever difficulties? Okay, this is going to be a long answer. I always wanted to travel, and I always picked up career paths based on flexibility to travel, and that's why I chose dentistry from the medical field, because I was like, hey, I can be at my clinic for like 2 days and then the rest of the days I'm just going to go and travel. At about the same time, I started developing my photography skills and I was able to take photos, and people were telling me that, you know, you can become a wedding photographer and you can shoot destination weddings. So I started exploring that a little bit more. And then on YouTube, I started finding people making videos of themselves traveling, and literally because of them making videos of themselves, they were being paid to do it because they had these huge audiences following them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't enjoy doing dentistry and I enjoy taking photos, and I could learn videos because I already have the equipment. So that's where the whole ball started rolling for making vlog. And the main thing that I had to overcome was actually being in front of the camera. I wasn't so comfortable in the start, so I just kept on making videos and started getting more and more comfortable in front of the camera. And here we are, about 3 years later, and now I get to enjoy traveling and vlogging. Njuguna Marianne asks, how do you afford the trips? So for me, luckily, as I mentioned, as a vlogger, my travels get catered for. And I also use my skills as like a barter exchange. So basically, if I can make videos or photos for a hotel or a travel company, then in exchange they'll give me like a travel or a trip to a certain place. The legend Ray again asks, what is your real name actually? It's so funny because like a lot of you don't even know my name, but maybe it's because I don't say it much in my videos. So anyway, my name is Rajveer. That's R-A-J-V-I-R, Rajveer. Rachel Ndanu asks, did you put up ads to market your Instagram channel? If so, how? Honestly speaking, I did in the start and it never really helped. It just, or probably I didn't know how to do it. So I would like produce these small trailers of my videos and just like make ads of them. And I would get like a few hundred views on the ad itself, not on my actual channel. So I wouldn't recommend going that route. What I would recommend is just keep making content, work on your SEO, and see how that works out for you. Always Kagiri asks, what's your greatest fear? Whew. What is my greatest fear? I think my greatest fear would be like not being able to achieve my goals. Alvin Kaunda asks, please show us what gear do you use? Don't miss this question, please. Unfortunately, bro, I might have to pass on this question. The answer is like really long. So you can check out this one is my last update on what was in my bag last year. I'll make a new video about that sometime in the future. But a quick answer to that is a Nikon Z6 is my vlogging camera. And EnviroWare asks, what motivates you to work hard? So just like I said, that my greatest fear would be not being able to achieve my goals. And I think that's what motivates me to work harder so that I can achieve my goals. Mercy Owino asks, what's your 9 to 5? I don't have a 9 to 5. I think I would say it's just YouTube. So I'm a full-time YouTuber. El Haj Garissa asks, where are you born and how many languages do you speak? I was born in Kenya and I can speak English, Swahili, Punjabi, Hindi, and now I'm learning Gujarati because my girlfriend's Gujarati. But honestly, I kind of suck at all languages. You could ask, do you even language, bro? I don't, unfortunately, but I can try to speak in every. I'm most fluent in English. London Boy in me asks, how did you develop your channel? Okay, so when I started off my channel, I knew that I wanted to travel, but I wasn't so sure how to exactly go about it. Because of course at the time I was trying to figure out finances and how I could find time to travel because I was still in uni at the same time. And then I started making videos about different things just so that I could grow a small audience. Eventually it started becoming full on travel. So now I just make content solely about travel. Gibran Sheikh asks, are you process or goal oriented? I think I'm a little bit of both. I really enjoy the process of getting to my final destination. But of course, when you get to the final destination, it's more fulfilling. I think that's the best way I could answer that question. Valerie Kumu asks, what inspired you to start a travel YouTube channel? Again, I just wanted to travel for the rest of my life, and the fact that someone could point a camera at his face and travel the world and be paid for it. Mind blowing. That's how it all started. The Owl Creation asks how to start a vlog. Literally just pick up any camera that you have, point it at your face, say whatever message you have to say. Initially you might be very uncomfortable pointing a camera at yourself and talking at it. You look like an idiot, but as you practice you get better at it, and then you become a vlogger and people follow you and they enjoy that stuff. So Elena Buenrostro asks, are you single? As of 6 months now. Is it? It's been 6 months. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me if she watches this. Yeah, it's been 6 months. I am in a relationship and you've seen her in 2 of my last videos, so I'm just gonna let you guys guess who it is. And that, guys, is answers to most of the questions that I've received. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little better. So for the announcement that I wanted to make, this channel is going to take a little bit of a turn because I'm not going to be able to travel for God knows how long. So first of all, I have a few videos that I shot when I backpacked in Thailand, which didn't get a lot of views. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-edit those videos, combine them up and remaster them and start uploading those. So it's not that I'm going to be traveling Thailand, it's just that I'm going to be uploading old vlogs, and then after that I'm going to start uploading videos on what I've been up to at home. Probably have some adventures in learning new skills, maybe learn cooking or something and teach you guys a recipe or two. So yeah, I hope you guys would enjoy that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Other than that, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Fan of the day.